Welcome to my latest case, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. To start playing, choose either Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Tutorial. Dear Ned, remember Sally McDonald, the woman who took those photos that Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a house in Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. A gangster named Mickey Malone built it back in the 20s as his country getaway. We're talking major fixer-upper. Anyway, last night Sally called and she said she desperately needed my detective skills. She refused to say why over the phone. Naturally, I said I'd drive to Moon Lake immediately. But weird things started happening the moment I pulled up. First, this big tree fell down behind my car and has me totally blocked in. And then I discovered that Sally's gone. She left a note that suggested something terrible happens here at night. She's supposed to call me from her car. So here I sit, writing to you while I wait for the phone to ring. It's nighttime, and although part of me is dying to know what frightened Sally away, another part of me is starting to feel a little uneasy. I'll let you know what happens. Ever yours, Nancy. Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Sally. We have to talk fast because I'm in my car and my cell phone's running low, so we might get cut off. But did you see my note?
Yes, are you all right?
No, I feel awful bailing on you like that. You must think I'm such a flake.
I'm just worried about you. What's wrong?
I couldn't stand the thought of spending another night there. I knew you were on your way, but it didn't help. I just got too scared.
You make it sound like the house is haunted or something.
Not the house, the woods. Just wait until it gets dark. Then you'll see. What am I saying? Nancy, you shouldn't be there by yourself either. Why don't you just go get in your car and go home? Or drive to Philadelphia. My aunt's got plenty of room.
No way. You've got me so curious, I wouldn't leave even if I could.
What do you mean?
A tree fell down behind my car just as I was driving up to the house. I'm blocked in.
Oh, the dead maple beside the driveway. Oh, they told me it was in danger of falling over when I had the place inspected. I just never got around to doing anything about it. Listen, call M's Emporium. That's a store on the lake. Emily knows everybody. She'll know who to call if she decides to answer her phone.
It's late. Won't the store be closed?
Where's my brain? Okay, look. I just bought a little outboard motorboat. I haven't used it yet, but the guy who put it in for me said it should run just fine. It's tied up at the dock out front. Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just get away from the house.
I can't just take off in your boat. It's pitch black outside.
Then listen to me. Go around the house and lock all the doors and windows. Do that right now.
There aren't any locks on the doors and windows. What are you so afraid of?
The dogs. Those dogs. Out of nowhere. They're outside howling and snarling. Teeth and claws. Horrible.
Dogs? Hello? Did you say dogs? Hello? What is that? Something's out there.
Now look what you've done. That was a Strix Varia. At least I think it was. Never know for sure now, will I?
Who are you?
My name's Red Knot. And if you've got a volume knob, I'd appreciate your taking it down a notch before you scare away everything from here to Lancaster.
Just what is it you're afraid I'll scare away?
Birds. I'm trying to look for birds. What are you doing out here?
My name's Nancy Drew. Didn't you hear all those strange noises?
That was me, Miss Nancy Drew, calling in birds. And doing a pretty good job of it, too, till you showed up. Where'd you come from, anyway?
I'm staying here in the old Malone place.
Now, why would you want to do a thing like that? The Malone house is no place for one young woman, let alone two.
What do you know about the woman living here?
I talked to her a couple of times. But you know, the last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good. She acted real anxious, scared.
Did she say what was wrong?
The dogs. The dogs of Mickey Malone. Legend goes that when Malone was finally arrested and hauled away, his 4 dogs went running off into the woods and were never seen again. People would just hear them, howling like their hearts were broken every night until one by one, they all died and went silent. But every time someone tries living in the Malone house, back they come.
What do the dogs do?
Every night, ever since she moved in, you could hear them howling. And some nights the dogs would appear outside the house, running around, snarling and barking and throwing themselves at the doors and windows. And then they'd be gone. They're buried in the cemetery just beyond the house, you know. Them and Malone, both.
Did they ever attack Sally?
She never gave them the chance. After the first attack, she stopped going out at night. Just locked the doors when it got dark and sat tight until morning.
The dogs would attack her house?
It's like they don't want anybody but Malone living there. I guess they don't know he's dead. And so are they.
Did she ever call the police?
This isn't New York City, Miss Nancy Drew. All they got around here is one officious little park ranger. And all Jeff Akers does is sit around all day trying to figure out how he can get himself transferred out of here to a bigger park.
Are you a native of Moon Lake?
I just come to Moon Lake in the spring to look for birds. Got an observation platform just up the path, kinda my base camp, and I've got a little outboard down there on the lake. Left my car at the big dock up lake. Don't really need it.
Creepy! Sounds like Ricky.
Yes, ma'am. Which is why I think it would be a good idea if I went my merry way and you got yourself back inside that house. Good luck, Miss Nancy Drew.
Me? Who?
If he walks away, if you walk all the way to his place, he's not up there.
This must be Red's observation platform.
Yeah, he's hiding too. Ooh, we might die. Exciting.
This is not good.
It's not. We need popcorn out of this. We got bananas. Yes. Banana soda. We're talking about banana soda when the dogs are attacking the house. But yes. Wait, Snickers has. They just disappear within 5 seconds. Yeah, they just, yeah. She's just getting water right now. Get tree, get, oh my goodness, get that tree cut down. I can't read. I don't understand. You can use this map to the cemetery. Oh, that's how they tell you about the bait. Cemetery's really hard to find. Okay. Forest trails. Get well tested. Well water tested. ASAP. I'll go ahead and read it. Nancy, I'm really, really sorry, but I just can't face another night here. I'm going to my aunt's in Philadelphia. Doors open. Make yourself at home. We'll call you from my car, Sally. P.S. My cell phone number is 215-555-5389. P.P.S. Please don't hate me. Too late. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we might be able to. Nancy, did you see them? Did you see the dogs? Yes.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, did you see them? Did you see the dogs?
Yes, I did, and I can understand why you left. They were pretty frightening. But if it's okay with you, I'd really like to stay and get to the bottom of whatever's going on. That's why you asked me here in the first place, right?
Yes, but Nancy, are you sure?
Positive. Consider Detective Drew officially on the case.
I wish I were even half the trooper you are, Nancy. I have such high hopes for that house. All the beauty there, the wildlife, all the pictures I was going to take. It would break my heart to have to give it up.
The audio glitch.
When was the first time you saw the dogs?
I heard them the very first night I was here. I heard them almost every night, howling in the distance, but I didn't actually see them until I'd been here about a week. After that, they started appearing pretty much every other night.
Voice sounds familiar.
She might be Chantal.
When they appeared, did they always do the same thing?
Yes, come to think of it. They always came running up to the house, barking and snarling. They'd lunge at the windows, they'd jump up on the door, they'd run around and bark some more, then they'd run off. What are you getting at?
These attacks seem to involve a lot of choreography, which reinforces my theory that you're not being randomly attacked by a pack of wild dogs, but by dogs who've been trained by someone determined to scare you out of your house at Moon Lake.
Who would want to do that? My closest neighbor lives 2 miles away. My property is surrounded by the state park, but it's off-season, so hardly anybody is in the park. In fact, I bet I talked to a total of 3 people the whole 4 weeks I was at Moon Lake.
She almost sounds like, what's her name?
Which 3 people?
Let's
her
see,
name?
the park
The honey
ranger.
carousel?
I forget his name. Kind of a pain in the neck.
Paula.
Emily Griffin.
Paula
She's the one who
Santos.
owns that store I told
She
you
kinda
about.
sounds like her.
And I ran into this bird watcher a couple of times. Had a funny name.
Red Knot. I've run into him too.
Other than people I may have nodded hello to while getting gas or something, I swear those are the only people I've talked to at Moon Lake.
I have no friends and I have no boyfriend. I have no life. What do I do with myself?
Since I'm going to be staying here a while, is there anything I should know about the place?
Well, let's see. I've got the water turned off because it's well water and it needs to be tested before I can use it for anything. In fact, if you could get that testing done for me, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and watch where you walk in the living room. Some of the floorboards are so rotten you could fall right through. And I keep hearing these faint squeaks and rustling type noises coming from below the floor. I hope you're not scared of mice.
I'm curious, why did you characterize the park ranger as a pain in the neck?
I left part of a ham sandwich on a picnic table once. Big mistake. From the way he carried on, you'd think I just made the FBI's 10 most wanted list. I don't think he likes me. Emily says it's because I wrecked his dream of becoming super ranger or something when I bought the Malone house instead of the parks department. Me, I think he just basically has a problem relating to people unless they're asking questions or breaking the law.
Who did you say I should call about getting rid of that tree?
Emily Griffin. She doesn't bother answering her phone sometimes, so don't call her. Go see her. Her store's on the west side of the lake. And brace yourself, M's Emporium is something else.
Not much of an M's Emporium if she doesn't answer the phone all the time.
How well do you know her?
M's
I
ignoring
feel like
him.
I've known her all my life. She's so open and friendly. She likes to make it sound as if Moon Lake used to be a major hangout for criminals and degenerates, which isn't really true and irks some people around here no end. But I
He's
figure she's
ignoring
just
him.
trying to make
Like
a buck.
Emporium, ignoring him.
How do I go about getting your water tested?
Try the ranger station on the east side of the lake. I've been told you can get some kind of kit there.
What?
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Just chug the water and hope you don't die.
Nancy, how's it going?
Hey, Bess. How'd you know it was me?
Telepathy, of course. Just another of my many talents. You are so full of it.
She got caller ID, Nancy. So now, instead of hanging up on the geeks that always call her, she just doesn't answer the phone.
Very funny. So what's up?
Pretty much.
Believe it or not, on some nights, this house gets attacked by a pack of dogs. Sally's so scared of them, she left me here by myself.
Did you say dogs?
She couldn't have, George. Dogs don't attack houses.
They were definitely dogs. They came out of nowhere and started leaping at the windows and scratching at the doors like they wanted to get in.
Maybe that was just their way of being friendly.
These dogs were not friendly, believe me, and they had glowing yellow eyes. A birdwatcher I ran into said they were ghosts.
Ghosts?
The man who built Sally's place on Moon Lake was a gangster. The birdwatcher said that the ghosts of his dogs show up every time someone new tries to live here.
The place is haunted by ghost dogs?
Like there's such a thing as ghosts. But it does sound like you've got another mystery on your hands, Detective Drew.
Bye, you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
No. It's the
Sometimes that would be nice in real life.
The boat's full of water.
Could you save the game real quick? Whoa! Why did I save it like that? Red Dot hates Nancy. Okay, here, just a second. I need something. Let me do this real quick. The audio, I feel like, is a little loud. Try that. See how that sounds.
Looks like paw prints. The spark plug is missing. The moon's so bright, I won't need my flashlight.
Well, it's Miss Nancy Drew.
Please, just call me Nancy.
I will if you keep your voice down. I just heard a cerulean warbler.
Did you say last night that you have an outboard motorboat?
Sure do. Only type of motorized vehicle that's allowed on Moon Lake. Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too. Have everybody get around by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
Oh, I love that line. Excuse me.
Why don't you like tourists?
I came to see birds, not people. The more people there are in a forest, the fewer birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does. It's perfect. Not a decent grocery store, restaurant, or motel for miles.
You don't happen to have any spare spark plugs lying around, do you?
What's a pretty young lady like you know about spark plugs?
Enough to know that the engine on Sally's boat is missing one, and that I'm going to be stuck here unless and until I replace it.
I might be able to help you out. After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
You mean you have a spark plug I could buy?
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket. Question is, if I give you one, what do I get for it? I don't need cash, but maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
You might be. Henrik.
Sure. What would you like me to take pictures of?
Birds, of course. There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take
Yeah, that is
pictures
important
of for PEPSOB.
Henrik.
That's People for the Preservation and Study of Birds. You can recognize them by their songs, which are on this tape, which you can play on my cassette player, which you're gonna have to get from M's Emporium as soon as you get your boat fixed. Think you can handle that?
Sounds good.
Here's
We don't
everything you
drown.
need. M's Emporium
Wait,
is up lake on the
What
west
is that
side.
to bird watching?
Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair or
Never
anything, but try not to come pestering me till you're done, okay? One more thing. You smoke?
Only when I'm on fire.
Oh, you're a spunky one, aren't you? Well, these woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry. One lit match, and the best bird habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke. So watch what you do. 'Cause if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore, I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there.
You was touch the fire, Nancy's in trouble.
All the birds are gone. We have to worry about Red not strangling us. He's gonna turn us into a knot. Ha 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 ha. Ah. Ah. That's brutal. Yes. You can save the game first if you want. What? Why the heck do I have that said Red Knot hates Nancy? I don't understand. We have to adjust one or two of them first.
Something must be very wrong with this engine.
Yes, it's broken. That might work. There you go. Girl sleuth dies in outboard motorboat explosion on Moon Lake. Best friends say she was being an idiot. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, he would. That's kind of sad, but I think he would.
That's the part where yeah, they see there was no other law enforcement was around. But this is their
I gotta have some torque.
Yeah. Maybe
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
I'm Emily Griffin. My name's
Nancy
Nancy
Drew. I'm staying out at the old Malone place. You know, the house Sally McDonald bought.
Now, what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
That lodge. No.
She's got a little problem she's hoping I can solve. But right now, I need a chainsaw.
A chainsaw?
A tree fell down in the driveway behind my car, and now I'm blocked in.
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it. Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time. So how come Sally ain't with you?
The ghost dog scared her off.
I told her. I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
What is?
When was the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every time somebody buys the place. So the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to neither.
neither.
Just hearing them howl's bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
I got the bejeebies scared out of me twice last night. Just before I saw the dogs, I caught a man named Red Knot prowling around outside the house.
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
Has he been in the area long?
About as long as those pink-billed warblers and purple-eyed owls he's always chasing have been around. Couple of months, I guess.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh, yeah. I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here. What else can I do you for?
I need to get the water from Sally's well tested. How would I go about doing that? Do you know?
Just get a water testing kit from the ranger station and follow the directions.
Where's the ranger station?
Just up lake from Sally's on the east side.
Why would there be a problem with the water?
'Cause it's well water. And seeing as Malone dug that well 80 years ago, what gets pumped out of it could be pretty funky.
Where do you find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
You seem to be selling everything under the sun in here.
Best part is, I got most of this stuff for free. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be party central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
So it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
Are you saying you acquired this stuff illegally?
Well, of course not. It all washed up on shore.
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Acres could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Acres, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Why would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe one ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
Guess I'll see you later.
Always a pleasure.
Fish for your fishing license. How about that? Oh, yeah, maybe. That's strange. I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Hello, can I help you?
Yes.
Are you Jeff Acres?
At your service. I noticed that you arrived by boat. Does that mean you're staying on the lake?
I'm Nancy Drew. Sally McDonald is a friend of mine. I'm staying at her house.
Let's see. Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
That's right. Only she's gone back to Philadelphia. Malone's dogs got to her.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
Does that mean you don't?
There's always a logical explanation for everything. Whatever's out there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Something in their diet, maybe? Some oddball vitamin or protein.
As a park ranger, don't you want to know for sure what's behind these dog attacks?
Do you always ask this many questions?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I'm a very busy man, Miss Drew, but I am here to serve the public.
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger station, is it?
It's also the Moon Lake Post Office, and It's the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to protect not only the area's flora and fauna, but also its past.
Which is apparently rather colorful.
As a member of the law enforcement community, I prefer to dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
You need to learn the history of a lot of things.
So you'd probably like to see the old Malone place torn down and forgotten.
Not necessarily. It's hard to ignore its potential as a tourist attraction. And if that's what it takes to draw more people to Moon Lake, I'm a reasonable man.
But see, that's actually hypocritical because if he doesn't want to focus on the past of thugs and gangsters and such, then that's going against what he just said. I don't know if I ever knew about that.
As an officer of the law, can you think of anyone who might want to scare Sally off her property?
The woman who owns the shop across the lake? Emily Griffin? I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure she's been dragging the lake in front of Malone's house for artifacts, which is illegal. It would be a lot easier for her to do her dirty work if nobody was living there.
You're just digging around, looking for artifacts, and then you have Red
Do you
Knot
have
just living
something
on
I could
Sally's
use to
property.
test the
There's
well
all these
water
people
at
just living on her
Sally's?
property.
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or two you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
Does everyone out here have a well?
Everyone who doesn't want to die of thirst does. Hooking up to a municipal water supply is out of the question. Too expensive.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Please do. And if you have any questions, any more questions, just ask.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem. Oh, and one last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the tip, Ranger Acres.
Yeah, we don't want to die. Well. Might as well leave it.
You're back.
I have that water sample. What do I do with it?
Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Wait, what? I guess it's just battery operated. No.
You find all the birds?
See you in a while.
No hurry.
What kind of conversation was that?
You have to go with the birds.
Just see any birds? See ya! See you in a while.
I better be careful.
Oh,
Missed it.
Yeah.
camouflage gear.
No birds here. Darn, it flew away.
Wait! I do love that. I think you might have to do it again. Checking.
You find all the birds?
I found some birds, but no matter how quiet I am, I've been scaring other birds away before I can take their picture. What am I doing wrong?
You're wearing those clothes. That's what you're doing wrong. You need to blend in, like me. Go back over to M's tacky tourist trap and get yourself some camouflage gear. Only sensible thing that money grubber carries.
I'm sorry, but finding those birds is harder than I thought it would be. Can you give me any tips?
You gotta look for them. This isn't gonna be any Sunday picnic, you know? And try early in the morning. That's when most of them are singing.
See you in a while.
Shh, down a notch. Remember.
Howdy, Nancy.
I need to buy something.
You want it? I got it. Long as you pay cash, that is.
Right now, cash is kind of a problem for me. Do you think we could do some kind of trade out?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours, huh? Seeing as how you're a friend of Sally's, and seeing as how I got some things around here that could use doing, I guess we could work something out. What is it you need?
Please don't ask
To
us
make
to
a
go right
long
now.
story short, I need some camouflage gear.
Got some right over here. One size fits all. But I'm running kind of low on bait. So if you go out and get me, say a dozen little critters, I'll give you the camos.
You got a deal. So, what kind of bait do you need?
Worms, spiders, beetles, grubs. Anything that wriggles on its belly'll do. Just look under stuff. Rocks, logs, dead leaves. Should be able to find 12 in no time.
Do I need some kind of permit?
Things ain't quite that bad around here. Least not yet. Now, if Jeff Akers' daddy was still around, you might get arrested for cruelty to animals or some such nonsense. Joe Akers used to be the deputy sheriff. Real critter lover, that one was.
Joe Akers is Jeff's father?
That's right.
Guess I'll see you later.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking. And if you don't, then that means you ran out of gas. Man, she's gotta have Abby muscles to do that.
That is true.
No. I meant Nancy having Abby muscles.
Those look too rotten.
The shed's, it's not in the woods. So to your right? No wait, turn around. Forward. Forward. And then left, I believe. There. Oh.
It's locked. A face only a gnome could love. Oh, the key broke off. There's got to be another way to get this open.
Take a hammer to it. Yeah.
Rotten floorboards. Watch your...
Nancy was left for dead. and then, Jeff, never mind. That's just sandpaper. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to do it over and over again.
Yeah, she's just running around. Dwight! While looking for critters. Sorry. You can try.
Yeah, no, yes, and
Your camouflage. Yeah. Camouflage. You know, it's using a camera and you camouflage. And actually, that's true. She could just glue leaves onto her body. Nancy glue! M's Emporium. Shower, Nancy! Ooh, that music's creepy for this section. What's going on? I think every spot you're supposed to be able to check twice. Once during the day, once at night. But I know obviously you have that ridiculous glitch.
That's surprising. Never catch
I wonder if someone could catch it. Doom 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 boom 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 boom. Oh my goodness.
Not really, I've used it before, but yeah. What's the name of it? How many people can do that? You have 11. You should put that here.
2.
This is bad in.
Oh no.
What?
This is where all of Nancy's dreams die. Deirdre steals her boyfriend. And have ice cream. I don't
Best chance I could.
know. No, she meant dead with the epitaph. Realized Bess's hopes and dreams because she never got to invent an ice cream. There you go. Like a mixture of Ned's and Bess's together is one. Make sure your idea, my idea. It's funny. For Nancy. We have to. What would be the next part to it? Realized Ned waiting for Nancy. He waited so long, he'd turn into a Francie. I don't know. That's kind of dumb. We ran into the glitch, I bet. Nancy. Seriously, why doesn't Nancy just, like, dig into the ground? I mean, seriously, she could just find a worm that way.
I made a big hole.
What?
Dynamite
in the ground. There's this big crater in the middle of her front yard.
You go fishing, so dynamite sticks in the water. They're yelling, it's screaming. Of course, I probably wouldn't be doing that with some dynamite.
Nancy's lighting dynamite. What did you say, Ridgerakers? What?
Did a really high pitched voice.
What, that? Everything but his desk blows up.
That's all he does is gives her a ticket.
And then after she cleans up her mess. She gets a park ranger pin. I guess to clarify, his dog and the desk would be the ones left.
Yeah, we have the glitch.
We have the glitch. There's
These
no way to
look like
undo the
dog
glitch.
tracks.
I don't know when we saved last. I don't know what second chance would do. I'm gonna die! Woo! That'd be creepy. No. No, no.
That's all a bunch of them
This is... Actually, this would be... Actually, this would be kind of like, Tomb Raider 2013. You know, like when you're out in the woods and you're having to fight the wolves and stuff. That's kind of what this feels like, in a way. When Ricky was talking about, like, they're slowly coming at you, you know, the ghost dogs. That's what Ricky, it was just what Ricky, oh yeah. Yeah, it kind of feels like what Tomb Raider 2013 would be like. But not fully, but kind of. You... Maybe save the game where you're at currently and try, maybe hit second chance or something. Or load save game 3. And just see what it does. Try... Oh no! That far back? Is it?
Yeah, we always have boxed it.
No. Just load back what you had before. Yeah. And then hit second chance. Let's see what that does.
It's stuck. I need some sandpaper.
Wait, just got said. That's funny. Herderactive.com is a great place to learn about the latest detective techniques. I'll have to check it out when I get back home. That's funny. Why would they not have it at the bottom? I mean, at the top. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. Maybe. I'm actually not sure if you can get the sandpaper yet, but we can try.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Zimbarium. Hey there, Nancy. Got that bait yet?
Not yet.
Sooner you get 'em, the better.
Any word from Tucker, what's his name? He hasn't been by to move that tree yet.
I'll give him another call. But like I said, the man marches to the beat of another drummer. A very slow drummer.
These so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Do you sell sandpaper by any chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out. Said he was tired of that observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
I've disturbed him enough already. Would anyone else around here have some?
He's your only hope. But you better ask him for it quick.
over there?
That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
What the heck? It must
Guess
be-
I'll see you later.
You betcha.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. What was his name? Ramsey Harden. Will we ignore you and bore you?
Good system is that you can both have
That's nice. That's brilliant. Red knot. Red knots.
How's the bird watching coming along?
I'm sorry to keep bugging you, but I need some sandpaper. Emily said you might have some.
Here, take it and scram. I was just about to call in a meadowlark. That was always Ruth's favorite.
Was Ruth your wife?
Good
Probably
heavens,
expensive.
no. My wife had no patience for birding. Ruth was my dog. Border collie. She'd hear a meadowlark, and by golly, her ears would perk, and she'd cock her head, and she'd just come as close to smiling as ever a dog could.
I wonder if he's partly grumpy because he doesn't have a wife anymore. I never thought about that.
Was she the only dog you ever had?
Yep. Wouldn't be worth the hassle anymore. Especially now that I'm retired and spend so much time at Moon Lake. The place is surrounded by park land, and Ranger Acres just loves enforcing the leash laws. There it is again. Take your sandpaper and go sand something, okay?
Oh, check for bugs. Actually, wait, what? Squash it, bug. I probably did too. There's a lot of left turns, I think, that you have to make, at least when you originally come in. I don't know about when you're leaving.
It's stuck.
Yeah, I think Iggy's on the left. Maybe back, facing away? Fight him? Yes. Make Lucy to the right, maybe? I think Iggy's like left or right. I think it was something like that. Turn it Xander to another, maybe put Xander backwards or something. Maybe make Lucy in front. And then
Gotta be something to show us.
oh, it's the doggies on the clock. Green. Oh yeah, what was Ziggy's favorite color? Wait a minute, is there something about the clock? What time it says? 2. Okay, what does the other one say? 4. 8. 11? So maybe 11's to the left or something? Maybe it's something like that? I'm just guessing. 2, 4, 8, 11? Iggy to the right, maybe? Woo! We're not like Sean Spencer. Or even what's his face?
It could be mice making that sound.
Michael is he?
It's blocked.
Oh!
It looks like a tiny hole. What's the combination?
That'd have been nice. But like, I got this. Oh yeah. Wait, don't. Yeah, make sure to get the paper. What to do with
William Akers? I wonder if he's related to Jeff Akers.
Reflections on Houdini Master Magician. Master Matthew. How about that? Houdini Master Matthew. What? What it is you just slam those doors shut?
He's carrying around a life jacket.
That means she's wearing it, I
Yeah.
guess. She's wearing it with the camouflage gear.
Oops, she slept through the day.
Sally's going, is that all you're doing in my house? Is taking up residence on one of my perfectly good beds? Yes. I can't buy any more bugs, Ranger Acres. I know he has nothing to do with our bug hunting, but still.
You're back.
Yes, we lived. Taking it from the one joke.
Have you gotten the results back from that water sample I left with you?
I meant to call the Department of Health today for a status report, but frankly, I've been way too busy.
Sounds like Moon Lake could use 2 rangers.
If I were in charge of just 10 more acres of parkland, they'd give me an assistant, and I could devote more time to the acquisition of more land and eventually put Moon Lake on the map as one of the biggest, most popular parks in the state.
Why didn't the Parks Department buy the Malone property instead of Sally?
She outbid them, the cheapskates.
Well, if those dogs scare Sally away for good, other people are bound to think twice about buying the place. The bank will lower its price, and you'll have your land.
You're insinuating things again, Miss Drew.
I'm sorry, I really am. It's just that Sally's my friend, and I'd really like to find out why someone's doing this to her.
Tell you what, if you're serious about making amends, there's some boxes by the computer labeled with dates. They're from the estate of a local history buff. She kept everything from newspaper clippings to old photos to recipes for apple crisp. She put everything in envelopes, then numbered them by year using Roman numerals. Just put the envelopes in order by year with the earliest date in front. Oh, and if you're rusty on Roman numerals, there's an entry on them in the computer.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can figure it out.
Okay,
If I
if I
read what's in the envelopes.
Don't go reading anything until you're through, or take my word for it, you'll never get finished.
So if we die before we get finished, then what's the point in trying to... we can't even help Sally.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there. Beyond that,
What?
what's to know?
Is Malone buried there?
That's the rumor.
I've been trying to take pictures of birds for this guy named Red Knot. Ever met him?
Oh, yes, the Birdman. I'd stay away from him if I were you.
Why? Is something wrong with him?
He's a fanatic. He's got it in his head that Moon Lake would be the best birdwatching venue in the world except for one thing: too many people. Believe me, if there was a way to get this park shut down and all the homes on the lake torn down, he'd do it in an instant.
All of the trees in the woods and the grass
I
and the
found a
homes are all
newspaper dating
destroyed
back to
except his tree with his
1927 in
platform.
Sally's house. Since you're kind of an expert on the history of Moon Lake,
Yeah.
do you mind if I ask you some questions about Mickey Malone?
Yes,
Not
it's
at
true.
all.
Not at all.
The article mentioned that a man named William Akers used to work for Malone. Is he a relative of yours?
No. Quite a coincidence, I'll admit, but no. I am in no way related to the head flunky of some two-bit gangster and his gang of thugs.
I found this old picture in Sally's house. Do you know who these people are?
The man is Mickey Malone, I know that. I'm guessing that this is his girlfriend, Vivian Burnett, I think her name was. And judging by the year of that brand new Ford in the background, I'd say the picture was taken in 1928.
Wait, Brandon?
Yeah, they have it all in the folder.
Mm-hmm.
She was probably as familiar with Malone's house and his dogs as he was. Think there's any chance she's still alive?
Tell you what, Miss Drew. Why don't I go through my files and see what I can dig up on this mystery woman? I'm a busy man, but like I always say, I'm here to serve.
What happened to Akers and the rest of Malone's gang after he went to prison?
Fortunately for Moon Lake, they all left and went their separate ways.
You know,
When
He
and
looks
why was Malone
kind of like-
arrested?
I'm sorry,
Ingrid.
Miss Drew.
Like
As
a
usual, I'm a
male
little
Ingrid.
pressed for time. If
Weird.
you have more questions, why don't you sit down at the computer and peruse the Moon Lake database of fascinating factoids
yeah.
that I've put
You
together?
mean,
Thanks for all your
Andy
help.
Jason?
Always a pleasure.
It's kind of weird. Ing-
Let's see. Jeff said the envelope with the earliest date goes down in the front of each box.
Yeah, 1900.
That's 19. That's the one with the earliest that goes. There's
60?
There's
1960.
Wait.
Yeah, that'd be 1960 on the right hand side then. $1925. See, 1915 is right down the bottom middle, right?
this one.
I think so, right?
That's 1950.
Yeah.
Now that they're all sorted,
Ow!
I can do some reading.
that was fast.
I like reading. You like reading?
I do. It's just been a while since I've been looking through them. Oh wow, he died kind of young. Kinda. Ooh. Sentenced to 8 years. In somewhere. behind the blaster? That might be better. Gangster nabbed at Moon Lake residence. Mickey Malone was right at his luxurious Moon Lake property. What? Track and van is a track.
That's 97 started been 5 years before.
Wait, wouldn't this been? Huh.
This was in 2002. So that thing's 97. So
How not to die? Giardiasis. Giardiasis, or beaver fever, is an illness caused by a parasite, Giardia, that lives in the intestines of people and animals. Ew! Diarrhea, abdominal cramps, stomach upset. In healthy people, these symptoms will usually disappear. Something. On their own after about a month. But it's preventable by washing hands thoroughly with soap and water before eating or handling food and after using the toilet. Never drink untreated water from streams or lakes when hiking or camping, and always wash and or peel raw fruits and vegetables that may have come in contact with contaminated soil or water. If you must use water that you suspect contains Giardia, heat the water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute, or filter it using a filter that has been NSF rated for cyst removal. Welcome to Moon Lake State Park. Blah, blah, blah. Yar. What did she say? Wait, maybe let's go to M's. Nancy. Goes all the way back just to come all the way. Wait.
He's got the other spy gas. It's probably draining his boat.
You're back.
Yeah.
I finished putting all those envelopes in order.
Excellent. Thank you, Miss Drew. And to show my gratitude, I've got something for you.
Chances are it isn't a paycheck.
No, it's an honorary Junior Park Ranger pin. I keep them on hand so I can give them out to children whom I see demonstrating respect for park rules and regulations. A little bit of positive reinforcement. Unfortunately, I don't get to give them out that often.
Oh, gee, thanks, Ranger Acres. Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Nancy's not only wearing the orange life jacket, but now she's wearing a 12-year-old's Junior Park State Ranger pin. I think the idea is that
Nice
Well,
junior
actually, no,
park
she do it.
ranger pen. You must
Yeah.
really be on Acre's good side.
Thinking of the orange.
I found an
thing.
old newspaper in Sally's house that contained an article on Mickey Malone. It really got my curiosity going. What else can you tell me about him?
Person you should talk to is Jeff Akers. He's got this historical museum thing going out at that ranger station of his.
What?
Guess I'll see you later.
Yola hee hoo.
She's talking as though we've never met him.
I guess we're gonna have to
Ah! We're never gonna leave.
You go fast.
You mean the fish?
You're back.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Who was it last part you said?
Let's look in the water. That's beautiful.
Tweet, tweet! No.
The bugs. Did you get rid of the birds first? You had to get rid of them all, did you? We didn't do all the camera. And we need to get the camera flying. Remember?
We can't.
Bugs and birds can't fly.
We have to do the bugs first.
Let's see if we go. Mike.
Maybe let's talk to the girls. I don't know.
Oh, everybody, let's go to Mike.
You mean Vivian?
Where do you go? No, you can't talk to her until very.
Oh, that's right.
That's called best bracket. Let's see if we miss it.
What map?
Yeah, sure. Where do you go to look for bugs?
Usually out in George's backyard. What?
Nancy, how's it going?
This caller ID stuff is going to take some getting used to.
I'm here too, Nan. What's going on?
There's a lot of dead people living in the back of the house. I mean,
I could sure use a nice big hint
it's-
right about now.
Pop Red's tape into the cassette player you got from Emily so you can listen to the birds he wants you to take pictures of.
The sooner you find them, the sooner you can get that nutcase off your back.
but
Bye, you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Because it stops the problem.
American goldfinch,
Such an excellent speaker.
northern cardinal, red-tailed hawk, western tanager,
We have one right here. Like the red cats or something.
we can at least look at this book down there. Mickey Maloney. Mickey Malonian? Nickelodeon. That's funny.
What book?
Mickey Malone's journal. You know, down there. Can we do the numbers for the safe?
Oh, no, I don't think you can do that yet until you talk to her.
Ah. What, Matt? I guess I don't pay much attention to it. Go there! Get that one! That one! That one! Ah! I think it's coming! We looked into the wrong rock!
Yeah, it despawned the wrong rock. There was no way of knowing which one it was. It's a log. You can just go to the right. Log in. No, we have to one.
Why are you playing harp music, orchestra? This is not happy music. And this is daytime music. Why is it playing that? That doesn't even make any sense. Maybe just sleep like 100 times. I don't know. Since it did chirp at night, that must mean it's a night bug we need. Maybe.
Yeah.
Stop muting myself. Stop.
Maybe second chance.
If you do, it'll put you back a pretty good distance. No, what you could do is go ahead and save the game where we're at currently, and then just try to hit second chance. See what that does. We're gonna be here, yeah, like you said, Matthew, earlier, for a month. That's just painful. Half the stream is gonna be this stupid critter hunting. Hello? That's the help thingy. Wait a minute. I'm gonna like never use it, just about.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, read the poem. I don't know.
Here you go,
Red, not red.
How's the
What's
bird watching
happening?
coming along?
See you in a while.
Watch yourself
She's
out there.
ignoring
He
him.
just sends her popcorn. He'll just remove the steps when she leaves. Maybe it. It's random timer. Super timer. Go during the day. Maybe we'll get one during the day. You can pile the game and see what it's.
Our life was spent looking for critters.
It's gonna be either here or the front piece of the cemetery.
Critters.
How many birds have we got? We get one or two.
I guess you could say we ran into a bug. Haha. Oh, turn around! To the right! To the right! We have, go dams, save the game, go dams. Go dams.
They're missing from the box. They can go into the box.
Run like the wind, woman. Might be able to take it. Woo! Hello there.
Very stiff bird. They're like another neighbor product. Let's go through the X-Hall.
You know it's a horror game if Deirdre comes out of the woods out of nowhere.
Glowing eyes.
In the middle of the night.
Oh, glowing eyes, Deirdre, kissing you at night. With the voice modifier, like a horse morph.
No!
Here's another
Never mind. We need to talk to. No, we can't talk to the knot.
Good dog.
Hey, Mr. Knot, my main man. chirp.
Hey, Nancy, how's the bait finding coming along?
12 big, fat, juicy ones, just
Hit in
like
the
you
head with
wanted.
them.
Well, now, you done all right for a city gal. Here you go. Hope whatever you're hiding from won't catch you.
It's really good.
How you holding up?
She's giving us expensive
Guess
clothing.
I'll see you later.
Just
Yeah,
by
like
giving her a bunch of
Probably a
photos.
$200 or $300 outfit.
By digging for, well, we didn't even dig for bugs out of the ground. They just kind of appeared. That's true. Or, high heels.
She's not a high school kind of gal. She's supposed to from running from like.
There's at least one game she has high heels on. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Oh yeah, no, not that one. I'm thinking of White Wolf. That's like stupid. Never mind. What? To your right? To the right. No, to the right. To the right. No, to the right. No. There you go. I don't know.
Here, birdie, birdie, birdie.
Nancy, that's gonna scare him away. A shoe? I still don't understand what the heck that's supposed to be in the other thing too. Wait, can you go back to that? Oh, you can't look under that rock. Huh. That'd have been kind of interesting if they'd had that.
No birds here.
May need to go back and say, yo, red knot! There ain't no birds around.
Why does he look at birds during the night?
I mean, you'd have a few birds that would be up at night at the most, but probably. Maybe he just wants to get away from people's.
It is the
Yeah.
static lantern.
That static lantern! I think we need to talk to Red.
Well, I think we need to get at least one more before.
How many do we have?
Find it. Is it right there? Where? Which branch is the left?
No.
I see a bird. Is that right? There's no birds there. You can hear the chirp.
You right? There it is. Oh, you're right. Okay, so that means I guess we have one more in the video
And
game.
the other.
almost looks like with the camera with the clothes, it almost looks like Nancy's just holding the camera up with the clothes in the air. Should have helped much, to be honest. Again. There you go. Ooh, that took a while. Better save the game. I demand recompense. I don't even know what that means. I want my diamond. Hey, what's up, Mr. Knot?
How's the bird watching coming along?
I just can't seem to find a red-tailed hawk. Any suggestions?
Well, there's gotta be lots around here.
Just clothes.
You haven't been going around wearing sunglasses and earmuffs, have you?
Where am I most likely to see one?
Well, according to my bird map, they like to nest in the big tree that's just to the southwest of the Malone house. I suggest you park yourself nearby and wait. Bound to spot one sooner or later.
See you in a while.
Yeah.
I'd better wait until daylight.
The bugs and birds are just about done.
Well, I don't see any hawks, but this is probably the tree Red was talking about. At least it was the tree.
That's good.
That sounded like a hawk. I need a camera. There it is. I better get a picture before it takes off.
What? Looks so big.
Hey, what is that hawk standing on? Oh, that looks like a speaker.
I stopped. Get it, buddy.
I better get out of here. My arms and legs are tied. I can't move. At least I can kick. If I could just get that scythe down, I could use the blade to cut the rope around my wrists and free my hands.
You're right. How is she not gassing up?
I can't just let this thing burn up. I've got to put it out.
Oh, can you click on it? Please. You just let it burn up. You can just have Ranger Acres yell at us later.
Fire! Fire!
What in blazes happened? I saw the fire from my platform and came running. You weren't in there playing with matches, were you?
I was looking at birds, and then I noticed something on the house, and the next thing I knew, I was locked in the tool shed and somebody was setting it on fire.
Whoa, you're not making much sense. Probably smoke inhalation or something. Come talk to me after you've cleaned yourself up and gotten some sleep. I need to tell you something.
Somebody tried to kill you?
I didn't say that.
Somebody knocked you out, locked you in a shed, set it on fire, and you think they were, what, just pulling a prank? Wake up and smell the hostile vibes, Nancy.
I guess it's just hard for me to believe that anybody would consider me to be that big a threat.
I should have never let you stay there by yourself.
Sally, I'm fine. I feel bad about your tool shed, though.
Who cares about the shed? It was full of junk anyway. I'm glad to be rid of it.
That's kind of the way Ranger Akers saw it, too. He showed up right after the birdwatcher did and ticketed me for burning refuse in a manner that endangered park property.
That man is insufferable.
Emily was nice, though. She came by right afterwards and wouldn't leave until I drank the tea she made for me.
Look, Nancy, one more time. If you want to leave, just say the word and I'll come get you.
Sally, one more time. I'm fine.
Well, then promise me you'll be careful, okay?
I promise. I'll be in touch.
You better.
You better, because I can't afford to have a dead person on my property.
House is one big log.
All that survived is the speakeasy, a picture of Mickey Malone and his girlfriend. Wait, what? Ranger Akers comes. What did you do, Miss Drew? My dad can pay for it. Nancy's broke. She's always broke. She ain't got no money worth saving her life. What? She can't afford good cell phone service. Oh! You can come up to the roof!
Yeah.
You can come up to the roof! I guess it is.
Somebody went to all the trouble to take the speaker off, but didn't take the ladder away. I wonder if the ranger showed up.
Miss Drew, how dare you have a speaker on top of your home and burning down your own shed?
Look, can't you look at the camera? Before you got
I have proof there was a bird sitting on the camera that I have no idea who put it up.
Hello there. I owe
Red
you an
knot.
apology. After you came up here looking for those red tails, I gave my map a closer look and realized it was more than 50 years old. Reason you can't find them is probably because their favorite nesting tree is gone. Finding that hawk's gonna be harder than I thought, so why don't you just give me back my camera and I'll take it from here. It didn't get burned up in that fire or anything, did it?
You'll be happy to know that I did get a picture of a red-tailed hawk. So here's your camera back. I got all the birds.
Thank you, Nancy. Nice work. You're a credit to your generation.
I never noticed those gas cans before.
I ran out of gas. So much for being prepared, huh? Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm sure you've got places to go, things to see, people to pester.
See you in a while.
No hurry.
How do you put in my bag? Like, the boat up in the tree.
The whole tree's set on fire. Fire! Fire! Red Knot's on fire. He's red hot. Ha ha ha! Red Knot's red
You wanna
hot.
call Bessie in, or just...
Yeah, let's call Bessie. What's up, Bess? Have you found a boyfriend yet?
He gets one like every month.
Hello?
Bess, it's Nancy.
I know that. What's going on?
You talk about getting knocked out? What? You can't talk about getting knocked out?
Yeah.
What? You two are gonna get... Yeah, can we just talk about him?
About who?
Just the...
Moon
just
Lake is
conversation-
gorgeous,
conversation.
but it's so remote. The park ranger is the closest thing they have to a sheriff around here.
Park
cute?
ranger? What's he like?
Which, as we all know, is Bess's way of saying park ranger. Is he cute?
Not true, George. Nancy thinks everybody's cute, so what will be the point? Anyway, Nancy, you were saying?
Well, he seems like an okay guy, but frankly, nobody around here seems to like him very much.
Why's that?
He takes his job very seriously, which tends to rub some people the wrong way.
Did you tell him about the ghost dogs?
He thinks they're just plain old dogs that for some reason like to run around at night scaring people.
And what does Detective Drew think about the dogs?
I think Sally had good reason to be scared of them. I don't blame her for leaving, which leads me to think that maybe that was the whole idea.
Somebody had those dogs attack Sally in order to scare her away?
Why would anybody do that? She was there for less than a month.
You'd have to be a total creep to make enemies that fast. And Sally's one of the nicest people I know.
Ooh, Nancy! Speaking of cute guys, Frank and Joe Hardy called. I filled them in on where you are and what you're doing, and they're dying to hear from you.
Great. Did they leave a number?
Their number is 280-555-4865. Bess didn't recognize it when they called and almost didn't answer the phone.
Good thing my cousin here has a memory like an elephant, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Call them, Nancy. They're dying to hear from you. But remember, Frank's cute and all that, but George and I want to hear from you too.
Yeah, no fair discussing the case with them from now on and not with us. Promise you'll keep us up to speed?
I promise.
And then she just proceeds to not call them for the rest of the
Bye,
game.
you guys.
Ta-ta!
Ciao for now.
Good party boy.
Yeah, I guess we can call them. Hello, Hardy boys. I heard you've been dying to hear my voice again.
Hello?
Hey,
Said
Joe.
Nancy.
It's Nancy.
Nancy, how's it going? No, wait, don't answer that. Talk about the weather or something.
The weather?
Yeah, that'll give me time to grab the other phone and take it outside. Frank's washing the car. He'll kill me if he misses anything. Here, wait a sec. Take a break, it's Nancy. Hang on, he's putting the hose down. He's drying his hands. He's walking over.
Nancy, hi. What's up? Bess and George say you've got another mystery on your hands.
Or should we say, on your paws.
They told you about the dogs?
We made them tell us everything. Pumped them dry.
As you may have guessed, we're not exactly rolling in detective work here.
No,
So you're living
random ghost
vicariously through me.
It's not the first time, sad to say.
What conclusions have you reached so far, Detective?
If nothing else, those ghost dogs are very well trained. I'm watching to see who owns and/or trains dogs around here.
Good plan. But don't forget, a really smart perpetrator is going to make it look like he or she has no connection to dogs whatsoever.
But then a really, really smart perp might have dogs all over the place and not bother to hide it, because he or she would figure you'd never suspect anyone so obvious.
Emily Griffin doesn't seem to have any dogs.
Uh-oh. Move her up on your suspect list.
I'd move her down.
You know, Joe, something tells me we're not helping.
Frank and Joe!
I'm convinced that someone is using those ghost dogs to scare Sally into abandoning Malone's house. If I can just figure out why, I might be able to figure out who.
Never hurts to look for motive.
Later, guys.
You bet.
Bye, Nancy.
I definitely like Frank's voice better on, like Last Train in the Moon Canyon and The Creature of Kapu Cave. I like his voice. It might be, I think it's the same guy that's even in the later games. Pretty sure.
Good news. I have information on your mystery woman.
Thank you so much. Is she still alive?
Her name these days is Vivian Whitmore. She lives in Las Vegas, and her number is 702-555-9137.
Sorry to bother you again, but did those results from the water test come in yet?
There's something here for you from the State Department of Health.
We've been sleeping enough days, of course we would get them. Do not drink or use the water from your well.
Oh my
Initial
gosh,
tests found high
not
levels
only
of
is the
arsenic.
water bad, but it seems like the well may have been contaminated
Nancy!
deliberately.
That was very rude. Initial tests found high levels of arsenic in the sample you sent us. While it is not unusual to find trace amounts of arsenic in wells in your area, the amount in your sample far exceeded standard safety limits. Therefore, the water in your well is unsafe for any purpose, except for swimming in. No, I'm kidding. Further tests have been requested. They will take 2 weeks to complete. You will be informed as to what, if anything, they uncover. Pennsylvania Department of Health.
I wouldn't go jumping to conclusions without proof.
I'm
I'm sure there's a far less melodramatic explanation.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
It's like talking to Izzy. Thanks for all the advice. Yeah.
Must be related.
Thanks for all the advice. What advice? Advice.
Sonic Carousel.
If you're selling something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't bother trying to do the math, sweet stuff. You'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
It was of you and Mickey Malone. Do you remember him?
Of course I remember him. I remember everything about that time of my life. It was the roaring 20s, for crying out loud. One of the most exciting decades in American history. Just because I've got a few years on most people doesn't mean my brain's turned to tapioca, sweet stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Mickey and I dated for 5 years. Oh, I knew what he was, and I didn't approve, believe you me. But I was young, and we got along so well, and he was so considerate. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
He had a speakeasy? Where?
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey's.
That's weird. I'm staying in his old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That saloon was built using 2 main ingredients, concrete and secrecy. Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
How will I know which tombstone to use it in?
As a joke, Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it out for him inscribed on it. That's the one the key unlocks.
Do you know anything about the safe that's in the cellar of his house at Moon Lake?
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie's. By Willie, I mean William Akers, one of the guys who worked for Mickey.
I don't suppose you happen to know the combination.
No one knew the combination, not even Mickey. Mostly because Willie was constantly changing it. He was a little paranoid and superstitious. Well, as I recall, he picked the most unlucky number he could think of and used that for the combination. He called it a reverse jinx.
Unlucky number? Like what?
Oh, like the date that something bad happened, like when the stock market crashed, or when somebody died, or the address of a house that caught fire, or the phone number of the police, that sort of thing.
It's been fun talking to you.
I'll be suing you.
Hello again, Miss Drew. Am I in for another interrogation?
I'd like to mail this photo to the woman in Las Vegas. Can you do that for me?
As always, I'm here to serve, Miss Drew. Just give it to me and I'll take care of it. I'm sure she'll be very pleased to get this back.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem. Hello again, Miss Drew.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
How you holding up?
Guess I'll see you later.
Always a pleasure.
Howdy.
See you in a while.
Watch yourself out there.
A package just arrived for you from Las Vegas.
Great. Vivian sent me
Wouldn't
the
want
key.
to break any littering laws, would we?
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
It's probably not safe to go in there. It's too dark. I need a flashlight. Oh, the batteries are going dead. I can't see a thing. I'd better go back.
How you holding up?
Does the name Waldo Matthias mean anything to you?
Can't say as it does.
I need flashlight batteries. Do you carry them?
Yep. But you know, I've been meaning to make a purty display out of them packs of combo coal over there for the longest time. Just can't seem to get around to it.
In other words, you'd like me to give it a shot.
Here's the way it should look when you're done.
Ta-da! One smiling goldfish. It's obviously never tried combo cola.
Hey, Nancy, this mean you got them cans stacked?
You bet. They look just like the picture you gave me, which you can have back.
Here's your batteries, and thanks, Nancy.
silly to try to explore this in the dark. Uh-oh. It's too dark. I bet those were deer mice. Joe Akers? Emily said Jeff Akers' father was named Joe. Maybe Jeff is related to William Akers after all. The dogs will lead the way. I wonder what that means. The dogs will lead the way! If map is correct, The tree where Vitus would bark at the hawks used to be right about here. Xander played by the pump, which is right here. That doesn't sound good. That's the speaker I saw in the house. So you're the ghost dogs. You look pretty real to me. Who's a good boy? Who's a good puppy? The wheel is gone.
Yep, yep. Cheers, Ralph.
Thank you. Waiting.
It's blocked. It's locked.
It's locked. I think you. Yeah. Do the middle one? And then the right one? I'm guessing. There we go.
I'm always saying it backwards. At least it's full. Yeah.
Spooky.
Make it the gold.
There's gold in them there ground. Feels like chroma still works.
1924?
Yeah. You'll have to look up the numbers or somebody.
The lock on the bottom of it. Yeah, Roman numeral.
These colors look very familiar.
I mean, Vitus being 5?
Yeah.
But which colors are which?
So,
That's red.
this is
That's green.
that one's Vitus. That one's Iggy. X. What was it? It was X V. Yeah, X V I. It's not very. It's X V Lucy.
Each color could match up with one of Malone's dogs, but what about those numbers?
Oh, X. And then 5. And then I is 1. And then it would be.
Iggy is yellow.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess.
Iggy, so Lucy is 50.
And then Lucy's blue. No.
Yeah.
Green. Excuse me.
Lucy's green.
And then Xander's red, I guess. And then Vitus is blue.
Bias. Wait, wait.
Vitus is blue.
Okay, do it. Whoa, wait a minute. Bias is V, so I got this guy.
Yeah, Vitus is blue. Xander's red.
Which one's red?
Red is, yeah, that one.
And then this one is V.
Which is
5.
Lucy, I think.
No, you said Lucy was blue. Didn't you?
I accidentally said blue. I
Wait,
meant
hold
green.
on. What's this one?
Wait a minute. No, that one's green, yeah. It's just hard to see it.
Which one? What's green? Xander?
Lucy, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Xander's red.
Happy color. Xander's. That's and then blue is what?
Blue is Lucy. So that'd be 50.
What was this one
Right?
again? I need the number.
No.
I need. What? Hold on.
Iggy's yellow.
Well, the numbers keep changing. I need to know what's this person.
That one's Lucy, I believe.
This
No.
one was Lucy. Don't you
Yeah,
have
okay.
it?
It's hard to see it because it's the colors.
Look,
You see, that's what I'm saying. It's really crappy. You can't see
the
it.
red is that one.
That's what I'm saying. It's so hard to see it.
Oh, here, you have it.
I'd better make sure this
Oh, here
door
we
is
go.
closed all the way before I fool around with anything else.
Yeah, there you go.
It's some kind of lock. I'm this close to finding the gold. I just know it.
Ooh. So who's this one?
X is red.
That one's red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Vitus is blue. And then yellow is Iggy. So is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then blue is 5. There we go. Now we need the wheel. The wheel of desperation. Yeah.
It's blocked. 600 pounds of gold bullion. Wow.
Hey there, Nancy. Why, what on earth have we got here?
I can't let Emily catch me.
Go ahead in the other room, close the door.
Why don't you let her catch you? It's kind of funny.
Don't you shut
No,
that
you're
door
not
on
gonna
me,
take
Nancy
gold from us.
I can't let Emily catch me.
I can't let Emily catch me.
I don't know, get down those stairs.
She's a slow woman. She's an old lady.
If I don't keep moving, Emily will catch me.
No, she can come. She can. Yeah, she'll come. This is fun.
What if I stay here?
Actually, I wonder.
If I don't keep moving, Emily will catch me.
Oh, come
If I
on.
don't keep moving, Emily will catch me.
Here, if you go to her, that's how you would get caught.
Oh, maybe that way.
What the heck is wrong with her hair?
There's plenty of gold here. We can share.
We can share.
Sometimes I think I don't put the camera on. Oh.
That's that person's arm you were talking about.
Hey, yeah, we found Malone's bones.
Malone's bones.
Hey there, Nancy. Why, what on earth have we got here?
Malone killed Nancy. I'm not sure how that worked. Ah! There's plenty of gold here. We can share. I didn't What?
She's like,
There's
you can
plenty
have
of gold. Let me out of here,
I need to
Nancy.
get out of here.
Why doesn't she just take the freaking wheel? Good gravy, Nancy.
Nancy, wait. Let's talk about this. This can just be our little secret. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, remember? Nancy?
The gold's all yours, Em. Enjoy it while you can.
stolen, I guess.
Dear Ned, as soon as I got out of the tunnels, Emily had left a door open. I called the sheriff. But when I led him back down the well
my.
to the room where I'd left Emily, she refused to leave. He and his deputies finally got her out, but one of them said afterward that if he had to choose between getting a bear away from her cub and getting Emily away from that gold, he'd pick the bear. What's worse, by the time they took Emily away, the place was swarming with reporters from all over the country. The commotion has scared away every bird for miles. I'm pretty sure Red Knot would like to strangle me. On the other hand, when Ranger Akers found out that 7 cars and 2 helicopters were illegally parked on park property and that he was going to get to ticket them, he was ecstatic. Tucker Davis finally cleared away that dead tree, which means I'm free to drive home. Moon Lake is beautiful, but I've had enough wildlife for now. Which reminds me, did I mention that those 4 ghost dogs are actually very sweet? They're so sweet, in fact, that Sally is seriously thinking about adopting them. How's that for irony? Ever yours, Nancy. Bess, hi, it's Nancy. I'm at this little amusement park on the coast. I wish I could say I was having a wonderful time, but the fact is, some pretty spooky things have been happening here. There've been some strange accidents, and the carousel, it starts up in the dead of night all by itself like it's haunted or something. You know me, I don't get scared very easily, but I saw it myself, and I'll call you later. I've gotta go right now.
That's so true. Nancy Drew, the haunted carousel. The haunted carousel. Coming soon. Back 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago. Coming soon, 20 plus years in the past. That is it! No one is currently watching. So I have no one to say goodbye to. Goodbye, Ricky! We're all alone. No one wants to watch Nancy Drew. Do you want to watch some Nancy Drew? Do you want to watch some Nancy Drew? Anybody who doesn't want to watch Nancy Drew, we should feel sorry for them. Okay, feeling sorry moment is over. That is it for Nancy Drew. Ghost Dogs in Moon Lake. But like, hey. Jump up in the lap. Goodbye. Von Schultz as Prudence Rutherford says, blah, blah, blah.